Yonge and Eglinton, also known as Yonge and Egg, right in the center of Toronto. 10 minutes drive to downtown Toronto, 10 minutes to 401. Has been a very, very popular neighborhood in the last 10 years. We have seen a lot of condominium construction coming up here, and rightly so, because there's also an LRT being built here, light rail transportation. As you can see behind me, it's under construction at the moment, and it's expected to finish 2021. Metropia, the developer, they've been very, very successful at their previous projects in this neighborhood. They sold E2 condominiums, and that was one of the very popular condominiums that got sold out here. And it's currently under construction. Now we're selling, and we're very excited about E2 condominiums, and that's right next to E condominiums. The reason why E2 condominium would be very, very successful as well is because you have a direct access, underground direct access to LRT, and that's very unique. All the projects in the city that we worked on in the past that had a direct access to a subway or an LRT, this is going to be the very first one, they've been very, very successful for investors and for you and users alike, because literally in your cold winter months, you do not have to step out of your condominium. You literally go to your P2 level and you access to your LRT. And today we're very excited to meet Koutsaris. She is the VP of Sales and Marketing at Metropia. Let's have a chat with her. How are you, Lee?
I'm excellent. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Very good.
Thank you for having us here today.
My pleasure.
So we're very excited about the E2 condominiums on Yonge and Eglinton that's coming up. And I'm sure you're very excited as well.
Absolutely.
So before we start talking about the E2 condominiums, let's give us a little bit of a background on Metropia, the past construction they've done, their experience that they've had. You guys have had a great success. You guys were one of the very first one at Yonge and Eglinton to set a benchmark.
Yes.
So let's give us a little bit of details about builder experience.
Sure. So our CEO and co-founder is Howard Sokolowski. He's built over 30,000 homes. His most recent success at Yonge and Eglinton was the first phase of Condos called Condos. We also launched and built a condominium at Yonge and Sheppard, Emerald Park. We, along Bloor Street across from the Raw Museum, we just occupied and registered exhibit condominiums.
Right.
We've also successfully sold out the Yorkdale condominiums. I don't know if you know those ones, but those were right by Yorkdale Mall.
Yep.
Last year we launched the Rocket, which is also sold out,
That was a good
and
one.
AYC, which was another successful launch that we had. And now we're looking forward to E2, which is going to be our next most recent launch.
So great success with past projects.
Yes.
Emerald, nice big green tower on Yonge and Sheppard.
Yes.
You know, your the one on Bloor and Avenue.
Yes.
That was a great success as well. So
Looks
all
beautiful.
these projects, you guys have really put time and effort into architect and much details of the interior of the buildings as well. Is the same going for E2, and what's the architect like on the building?
Yep. So it's very important for us to design almost inside out, because the person ultimately is living in the building. They want the best suite design and the most efficient layout that they could possibly have.
Right.
And you want to have beautiful lobbies and amenities, and someone moves in, they feel like they're getting that hotel finished experience.
Right.
And it's also important for us to have a landmark building, because at Yonge and Sheppard or at Condos, where you use different building materials, at exhibit where we curve the buildings, just adding a little bit of a different feel. Everyone knows it. You say exhibit and people are like, oh, the white building across from the Rom. And it just adds a value to our builder reputation to invest in good design, quality materials, phenomenal suite design, so that we have a happy purchaser at the end.
Right. And then of course E had a great success, E condominiums.
Yes.
It was sold out very, very quickly. It's under construction right now.
Yes.
And E2, I'm very, very sure it's going to have a great success as well. So Yonge and Eglinton does not need much introduction nowadays. Everybody knows Yonge and Eglinton.
Yeah.
It's in fact, I think it's called Yonge and Egg.
Yes.
Right.
It is Yonge and Egg.
Yeah.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit more about, from a builder's point of view, why Yonge and Eglinton is such a great location, and how it could be successful for investors, and not just investors, a lot of end users are now getting into condominiums. Why would it be a great area to live in for somebody who's an end user?
Absolutely. So one of the main things when we originally bought the lands and assembled e-condos that Metropia identified as a great investment opportunity was some condos can have direct connection to the subway, but not many condos get an opportunity to have a direct connection to the subway and to the Crosstown LRT. So Crosstown LRT, when it opens in 2021, will have, I think it's about 25 subway stations along Eglinton. That's going to grow to over 65, and then that connection's actually going to also continue on and connect up with the York University subway extension.
Wow.
So you get another direct connection to York University. From the existing Yonge line, you already have a direct connection to Ryerson University.
Right.
And it's not a direct connection to U of T because you have to walk outside, but you're directly connected to St. George subway stop as well, so you're directly connected to U of T. So where you see this opportunity to have connected to Crosstown plus the subway, we just saw it as there's 4 corners at Yonge and Eglinton.
Right.
There's an opportunity for us to be one of them. So it was a great investment in terms of transit to be here.
So this LRT that's being built, and I think before we were saying that is being built, but right now you can actually see the construction happening.
It's at Yonge and Eglinton right now. They're below the Yonge subway. If you go outside, you can see the construction. And I mean, our whole city is always complaining about traffic, but we're building a huge subway around one of the busiest intersections, and it's actually pretty phenomenal what we're accomplishing.
So are we seeing E2 condominium by the time it finishes up and your LRT access?
So the projected, so LRT should open in 2021, and our first occupancy for E2 is February 2022. So we're projected to be a year after LRT's open. So from the first occupancy, the direct connection will be in place.
Right, and all the buildings that have done your subway access or LRT access, which is going to be the first one, they've been very successful from investor point of view.
Yes.
Because I guess anywhere in the world you go, the property value appreciation always in the areas that are schools in the area, it's next to the public transportation, or it's next to the lake or water. So this one is one of them. That's going to leave a big benchmark. So it sounds like a great project coming up for us.
Yes.
We're excited. I'm sure you're excited as well.
Excited.
And we're looking forward to selling lots of units. And we'll be seeing you very soon.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for having us here today.
Thank you very much for working with us. We're looking forward to it.
Certainly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Time is of essence. This project will sell out very fast. LRT, Yonge and Eglinton, 10 minutes to 401, 10 minutes to downtown Toronto. It doesn't get better than this. This project will sell out very, very fast. And we'll make sure we'll get you the first day access. In order to get your first day access, do contact Team Imran Khan. We're here to help you out. We'll make sure that you'll get the first day access, the first day benchmark prices, and the choice of your units, higher floor, lower floors, smaller units, larger units. We will have access to all of them. We're here to help you. Do give us a call, text us, email us, and we'll get back to you right away.